What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Draymond 1052, and welcome to the JungleCast podcast. And my fellow co-hosts, Low Lex and Melly Mel, aka Mel the Pirate. And today we got a very special guest. We got AmeerHD. What's going on, HD? Welcome to the stream, my boy.
What's up, everybody? I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Thank you for stopping by, man. So,
Of
Oh,
course.
of course.
so first things first. Is there a story behind your username?
So it's actually kind of like funny and simple. So I went through like a lot of different gamer tags and usernames and everything, but after a while I would hear them and I would just say them a lot and just not like them anymore, and then I'd switch it. So then one day I'm playing Call of Duty, I believe it was like Modern Warfare 3. I would see like a bunch of snipers with like HD in there at the end of their name, and they'd be hitting like quad feeds and getting all these multi kills. I just thought it was the coolest thing, and I didn't know what else to use, so I just used my real name and put HD behind it.
Okay, what was your previous usernames, if you don't mind me asking, before the HD?
Boosted Dragon was one,
Mhm.
um, Inferno with a zero, and those are all the ones I could think of off the top of. Those are the only ones I could think of off the top of my head because I used them the longest.
Oh, so you had more than three usernames.
Yeah, I had a lot.
Damn, you've been that's crazy. I never really had a lot of usernames.
It
In
be
my
like that sometimes, though. You got to find one that just sticks.
Yeah, I just cause like I don't know what it is. I just would hear it a lot and then I just not like it anymore. So I was like, I think I'm gonna change it up.
Okay, yeah. For me, it's just been Draymond 1052 the whole since like the Xbox 360 days. It's just been Draymond 1052. We're all out. I never really changed my name. I never changed
If
it.
you don't
Not.
mind me
You used to call
asking,
me
where'd
this
the
in high
52
school.
come from?
52. The 52 came from my Ray Lewis, the linebacker from the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah,
Oh,
he was one of my favorite players as a linebacker. I used to play football too, so that was my football number back in high school, number 52. I was playing defensive end, not linebacker. I was not that.
Yeah,
I
my
was not that quick.
username. Mine is just my PSN name shortened, and I've had it since technically before I started streaming, but it became Love Lexi underscore 99. And then once I got into streaming, I was like, well, I feel like that's a hell of a long name, and I'm not trying to be one of those people with a long name. So I was like, I want to shorten it. So I just took some of the letters out and then added the 99 and then G for gaming. So that's how I came up with Lulex.
Hmm. What about you, Mel? Since we all explain our stories, what about you?
I I've been Melly the Pirate since high school. That my senior jersey actually says Melly the Pirate. Um, so it just made sense.
You gotta keep going. I respect it.
And I'm assuming you love pirates, huh? You love being a pirate?
I am a pirate.
How so?
I will not expound upon that.
Oh, okay. All right.
She said what she said.
No, it's a lot of things. I mean, a lot of it too is aesthetics. Like I like to wear a lot of rings, like to wear a lot of jewelry. So it's like a flashy kind of thing. And
Okay.
there's also a literal application to that, which that's the part I can't expound upon. So
All right, we're just gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it at that then. All
yeah.
right. So, Amir, so what you stream on? You stream on Kick, Twitch, or YouTube?
YouTube.
Oh, just
I
go ahead.
Yeah, I originally started on Twitch back in 2019. I had like a lot of life stuff happen then that I wasn't able to stream for a while, so I want to say it was around last year this time I just decided to start streaming on YouTube because I would start playing 2K, and I would just hit clips and I would just post them, whatever it was, I would just post it. Some
Mm-hmm.
of them would do good, some of them wouldn't, and then I had one do really well, and I got a bunch of subscribers and everything off of that. So I was like, I'll take this momentum and just start streaming on YouTube.
Okay. So, what made you want to switch from Twitch to YouTube? It was just like, did you just strictly stream on YouTube now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I strictly stream on YouTube now. Nothing specifically made me switch. I just wanted to try something new, and like I said, the momentum from that clip that it got something around like 60,000 views. So I was like,
Ooh.
I need
Oh
to
damn!
I need to
Wow.
take this momentum and run with it.
You say
As you
60,000?
should. Shit, I would too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No
God
brainer.
damn! Shit,
And
I mean,
I
I don't
wasn't
blame you.
expecting it either.
I don't blame you, bro. I see 60,000 fucking views on YouTube.
Jeez.
Yeah, and
Mm-mm-mm.
it was the 30-second clip of me, like, I think if I remember correctly, I got a rebound and I just shot a half court shot, a full court shot, and I made it.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Well, no wonder it got 60,000 down. A lot of people can't pull that.
Over a 30
Well,
second
it
clip
was on
too?
2K. It was on 2K.
Over a 30-second clip? That's wild. But that's good though. I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
Kudos to you though, because that's really good.
that really is good.
Mm-hmm.
That really
That
is
is
good.
good.
So, what inspired you to start streaming?
Well, it goes back to, I want to say, once again, it was like 2011. Like a lot of me like really getting into gaming and content was started around then. I I was playing, I want to say, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and I would get stuck on certain bosses. So then I would just look up how to do it, because after a good like 10 times of me trying, I'm like, I'm not gonna just sit here for like 5 hours stuck on this. So I would just start looking up tutorials and how to get past the certain areas. And I just saw like I saw like a few YouTubers that I saw a few YouTubers and they do it perfectly, and I was like, wait, this is actually kind of cool, and I kind of want to try doing it. So there was that. There was Call of Duty. I was like huge into Call of Duty from the time I was like 8 to now, honestly. So I would just watch a bunch of like content creators, whether it was from like the sniping community, it was competitive, or just pub stomping zombies. And I just thought it was the coolest thing.
Okay, what is your what are your favorite games that you enjoy playing?
Call of Duty, NBA 2K, Destiny, Skyrim. Um, what else? I like Injustice as well. I like Mortal Kombat. Mortal
Mm,
Kombat I've played forever.
okay.
I played Smash for a long time too, but like fighting games, I just haven't. In all honesty, I got my ass whooped one time when I was like 13, where like I thought I was good, and then I went on like ranked, and somebody literally they let me get down a whole health bar and then another one, and then they just like completely rolled me, and I didn't get another hit in, and they just destroyed me. I was like, yeah, I'm not like that, so I haven't played since.
It's like
God,
never
Oh my
again.
goodness.
it be like that,
Oh
especially
my
when
goodness.
fighting games, man. Them shit ain't no joke. Especially playing
Yeah.
rank.
Yeah.
They hit you with combos
What's
that.
your
Oh, go ahead.
oh, you can go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, like, when you play games like that, like fighting games online, man, them online plays ain't no joke. Especially when it comes to, like the Mortal Kombat and I played Injustice online too. Never again online. I said fuck that. Like I was
Yeah,
decent. I was decent in Mortal Kombat though online, but when it comes to Injustice, nah.
Yeah, some people be walling out and Tekken.
I've
Ah,
seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
Gosh.
going insane.
yeah, that's
Going
one
crazy.
game. Yeah, that's one game I'll never play online. I'll play that shit offline. Fuck the dumb shit.
same. I
I
play like the story mode, and I'll play against like the AI just to like level up some of the characters and just kind of
Mhm.
see how they are,
mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I can't play online on Tekken, bro. See how they play on Tekken, bro, online? All them combos and all that type of shit. I'm like, yeah, that shit can't be me though.
The cornering, the pivoting, and it's
Like
over.
that's the type of game where you really have to practice on your own.
Yeah,
Like you just can't
They
go on.
take it too deep.
Man, let's look. All these online plays take games too deep, bro.
It
Fighting.
takes it playing like on your couch with like your brother or your cousin is one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, like
even if
local
it's
play.
sweet. Yeah, like even if the person you playing against is sweet, like okay, it don't feel as demoralizing as like getting online and like just getting smacked. Like it's not the same.
Especially by somebody across the damn world, knowing it's like nighttime and you barely waking up in the morning. The first thing you get fed for breakfast is an ass whooping. Like,
That's true, yo. Especially you don't know, you might get your ass whipped by a low ass kid too.
I
Oh
used to
yeah,
be
and
that
don't
little
let them
kid
be on the
too. That's the
mic.
thing.
They be
They'll
talking
have
that
you all on YouTube and everything else now.
their little
It's
Oh
asses,
bad.
my
little asses
god.
talking their shit and stuff like that, and then you can't do nothing about it. Like,
Imagine seeing a clip of you getting your ass beat on YouTube. Oh
By a
my
little
god.
squeaky kid, a little squeaky voice kid, like
mm-hmm.
that's bad.
That's
I would be
embarrassing. Fuck
so
that.
It
upset.
is.
Fuck that. That's embarrassing, yo. That's really embarrassing.
Super.
Mm-hmm. So
I was gonna ask you what was your favorite Call of Duty? Like which
I
game?
was about to ask you the same thing too.
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2. Okay.
Isn't that so good? I'm
Yeah,
so
Yep.
glad
thank
to hear
you.
you say that. It was so good. Like,
Don't get me wrong. Like, I think if I was older and I was better at the time, because like when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was like 9 years old and I was ass. And I would just get my ass kicked over and over again. But I don't know why. For some reason, it just made me play more. I just wanted to get better because like I just hated being bad at the game.
Mm.
But Black Ops 2, I played from World at War up to currently, but
Mhm.
I was so bad that I'd never prestiged until like Modern Warfare 3.
I,
So Black Ops 2 is like the first Call of Duty that I was like pretty good at,
mm-hmm.
and I spent the most time on it and I had the most fun.
I
Mm.
had that on PS3 and was on. I was glued to that game.
oh yeah, I can agree with
I
that. I
was
spent a
glued
lot
to
of
it.
time playing that on like
Mhm.
PS3. It was, and then like I feel like from playing different Call of Duties, for some reason, and I don't know if this is true for everybody else, but for some reason, for me on Black Ops 2, the teamwork was different. Like it was like a
Hmm.
tactical teamwork kind of play style. And everybody played like that. So even if you had
Yeah,
some randos on your squad,
Mm-hmm.
it was still that same kind of feel like you was playing with your friends. And like for some reason, I don't get that anymore. Like I don't know what the difference is though.
yeah. Everything was just better as far as the older ones because, like I said, it didn't require so much communication. You could have no mic and be just fine. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my
at the time, things were different. Everybody wasn't yelling at each other, cussing each other out to that extent. At least on that Call of Duty game, but it was just more free flowing and fun to play.
it is
Yeah.
truly is. I remember my first Call of Duty game was Call of Duty 3. Was like the World War II version of it. I like the World War
Oh
II.
wow, so you're OG.
Yeah, that was my first ever Call of Duty game I played was on the Xbox 3. I think it was on the Xbox 360 World War 3, I
Yeah,
believe.
I don't remember the
Yeah, I
first one
believe.
I played, but it was most likely on the Xbox 360. Then I kind of converted to PS3 a little bit, was back and forth.
Yeah, I had back then I had the Xbox 360, I had the PS3, and I think I had the GameCube at that time too. So
On the same boat.
yeah, I had that too. So yeah, Call of Duty 3 was like one of my first ever Call of Duty games I ever played, and then from then till currently now. So are you looking forward to
I think my
Black Ops
first one was
6?
Modern Warfare.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited mainly for zombies though. I'm really hoping it's good and it's not how it was for Modern Warfare 3 cuz I played like a good maybe 5 hours total of
Mm-hmm.
zombies and I even tried playing last night and I just can't do it.
Definitely feel you
Like
on
I'm
that
glad
one.
round
I
yeah,
want
I'm
to play
glad round
Kino
base is
so
coming back.
bad.
I was just playing that earlier.
What you was
I
playing?
want to play Kino so bad.
What's that?
You know, they're toting the Black Ops
Yeah.
1 zombies map, except I
Yeah,
play it on
oh my goodness.
yeah, I play it on PS4 with Black Ops 3.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
my favorite map of all time.
Oh yeah.
I
it's
just about to,
so like such a classic. Like that one's such a winner. I love
oh,
that
just
map.
bring that up because I'm like, if you ain't played Black Ops 1 Zombies,
Yup.
what are you doing?
I played Black Ops 1 Zombies. Hell yeah, I play all the zombies. The one I didn't like was the Vanguard one. I ain't like that one. It just didn't feel right with me. But I heard that with this one, with this zombies coming out for Black Ops 6, it's gonna be back to round base. So that's another thing I like. Cause don't get me
Yeah, I'm
wrong, I
so
like the
excited.
don't get me wrong, like I like the Modern Warfare 3 one with open world. It was just I don't know. I ain't gonna say it was bad, but it wasn't good either.
Could have
It
been
doesn't
better.
feel like real zombies. It like real zombies is you got a map, You map out how you're gonna run that bitch. You trail the zombies. You keep a crawler alive. You do what you gotta do on the stage. Hope the crawler doesn't die, and then shoot the crawler and go about your day. Like
Yeah.
it's a process,
It's
and
a
like all
strategy.
that open world shit. And it's like I don't know. I didn't get it, and it was like I would see like 3 zombies. Like, what is this? This not even
Yeah.
zombies. This is like stragglers.
Mhm.
You got to start off with a good old melee weapon, maybe a handgun. You got to grind your way up and
Yeah,
strategize accordingly.
exactly. So hopefully they bring back that type of zombies on Black Ops 6, which is I think is free if you have the Game Pass for Xbox and PC. So I'm gonna get it for the PS5 regardless. I'll pay that extra $70. I'll pay that $70 because I ain't trying to buy no game for my PC like that. Like I said, I mean, I could get the game because I have the PC Game Pass for Xbox via Xbox whatever. So I could get the game for free, or I could just buy the PS5 version, which I'll probably do anyway.
Yeah, I haven't played Call of Duty in years, so it's like the only way to fully convert me back into playing is if I get a really good zombies mode.
Well, I think they're bringing back like 2 maps from like the previous zombie games. I forgot the name of the maps for this one call for Black Ops 6, but they're bringing back 2 maps at launch. So hopefully he's good. Like I said, hopefully he's be
I
good.
might actually get that though. I'm not gonna lie. At first I wasn't, but then I'm like, you know what? If it's zombies mode, and they bringing that shit back. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to get back into my Call of Duty zombie mode.
Do it.
Yeah,
Then
I
you
think
guys
I want
play
to
Cold
get it
War.
at launch.
Do it.
Mm.
Do it. Just do it.
I feel like launch, like getting in at launch will kind of stop me from like not wanting to play it later. Like, damn, everybody knows the maps. Everybody like they already had a head start. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be ass with everybody else at first.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully the servers are good anyway when it's launch day, which hopefully it should anyway. They should know they should know the expectations for this game that everyone gonna be playing this game on day one. So the servers got to be good. I think it's gonna be some shit though. They're gonna have to fix up
Yeah.
later on.
It's gonna be something.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be something for sure.
Yeah, just like with any other game when it first come out, it's gonna be something wrong with it. Regardless, it might be something small. It could be something big. It's just it's bound to happen. It's just bound to happen. All right. So what are your goals this year as a content creator?
Well, my goals honestly are just to stop being so indecisive. I want to get more into doing live comms and posting them on YouTube because that was like when I would watch YouTube growing up, that was what I watched and what made me want to do this. But throughout the years, I would just hear people say like, "Oh, nobody wants to watch that. You have to do your content this way, and that way." But like when I would post those clips on and stuff, and they would get the views, it kind of just showed me like, honestly, you can just start putting stuff out and not worrying about like what the meta, if you will, is for content, just because some stuff you're not going to expect to do well and it will.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to, like, I have a lot of ideas. Like, whenever I'm not actively streaming or making videos, I'm thinking of ideas and things that I want to do. So I want to just start being I want to start being less indecisive and just start letting it fly.
I feel that.
Definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with me when it comes to YouTube, like I'm really starting to use more of my YouTube channel, just like to post videos for my recorded gameplay now. Because normally what I used to do, like post my podcast videos every Monday in the morning time. Then I'm like, you know what? Might as well record some gameplay as well. Like during my days off, I want to probably record like one or two gameplays of. Right now I'm playing I'm playing Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which is a fun game. I love playing the Mario games. Like normally I'm not really like a Nintendo person, but I'm like, I have a Switch. Might as well use it because my shit was collecting dust.
That's why I was telling you, don't ditch that Switch. You might be able to make some good content out of that. Just put it on YouTube. I was telling you from the get-go, don't do that. I was on your head. I was not letting you sell that. I don't care.
I was never gonna sell the Switch though. I just never really had the use of it because normally when I stream on Twitch, I mostly have games on my PC or PS5. I never really buy games on the Switch like that.
Man, I'm just ready for that new Mario Party. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for
Like
that.
I'm ready. I need all my Nintendo folks together because we definitely running it. I don't care. We running it.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it's hold
For
on.
sure.
Speaking on that, right? Speaking on that, that day when I think it was when was that
The
shit?
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, it was on Tuesday, right? It was announced they had the Nintendo
I believe
Direct.
it was.
Yeah,
I believe
Tuesday.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, so this past Tuesday, right? So this like that Tuesday morning, I went to take my niece to school, right? And then after I took my niece to school, I went to Walmart to go pick up my mom her medication. Then I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, fuck it, let me go pick up Mario Party Superstars. Since I'm at Walmart, it was like what $55. So damn near I paid $60 after tax. So I got the game.
Wait. Which one is that? The one with the purple label or the other one?
I Mario Party Superstars.
Because it was one that we was just complaining about
Oh, we were
last
complaining about
time.
the first one they
Me
made
and
on
Lex was
Tuesday.
complaining.
It was
Mhm,
Super
we was
Mario
complaining about it.
Party. It was Super Mario Party that a lot of us strongly dislike.
Oh yeah, nah.
Superstars, they brought back some of the OG maps. However, I was complaining from day one because where the hell is Western Land from Mario Party 2? But now I'm gonna shut up because they decided to bring that back for Mario Party Mario Party Jamboree. And I'm like, okay, now you have me sold because I was not gonna get that game if y'all didn't have Western Land.
So yeah, so I got Mario Party Superstars, right? And then after that, I went to my dentist. I had a dentist appointment right afterwards. So when I was waiting to get my name called up, I was watching the Nintendo Direct. And I tweeted before, like I'm like, they probably gonna come out with a DLC for Mario Party or something.
Yeah,
And
they're gonna do something.
as soon as I tweeted that shit, I was watching it, and they said they announcing a whole new Super Mario Party game, Jamboree. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? So you telling me that I bought Super Mario Party Superstars, and now you're coming with a whole new game in October? I'm
That's
like,
getting released in a couple of months.
that's what I'm saying. Like, damn, I could have just saved my money. That's the fucking case. I'm
No,
like,
I love Superstars. Like even when Jamboree comes out, I'm still gonna play Superstars and do tournaments for that too. It's just now actually have more options. Float between two games.
the fact that I said that shit, I tweeted that shit before they announced it was crazy to me because I had a feeling that they're gonna pull some shit like a DLC or something. I'm like, it's probably gonna be like a DLC for Mario Party Superstars, whatever.
It's a whole new Mario Party. But when I seen they said, "Oh, we got 2 returner maps," all I need to see was Western Land, and I'm like, "Ding ding ding ding!" ding. I'm like, "I'm buying it."
And then it came in, and then there's a whole new 20-player online mode shit called, I forget what it's called, but it's 20 players online. I'm like, oh shit, all at the same
That's
time.
fun and chaotic. I'm ready.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
It's gonna make people mad. It's gonna break friendships. I can tell that right now. 20
Oh
people.
well.
People gonna be upset as hell, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Right. Like I said, that's the point of it. The point is to sabotage each other and have fun.
That is true. That is true.
I've always found it so funny how a game's as wholesome as and like innocent as Mario like can be so toxic.
Just like Uno. Uno was toxic too.
Destroying
Yeah.
families.
Friends and
Causing
family.
wars and all.
Friends and families. You know what I'm saying? Mario, Uno, Spades, all the games is out there. Monopoly, all that other shit.
Yeah, just don't. It's something you just gotta save after cookouts because it will cause a fight at the cookout and a food fight.
And I'm assuming that everybody watched the Nintendo Direct, right?
Yep.
What are y'all thoughts on that one?
Missed it.
Oh, you missed it? Okay, so Lex,
Yeah, I
Ameer,
didn't go back to look at it either.
what y'all, what y'all thoughts? What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Direct showcase?
Well, for me,
was actually excited to see some of the stuff they have out. But I know a lot of people complained about it. I don't really see why, but for me, there's like quite a few games in there that I'm actually like really happy that's coming out soon because it's like now I can, have more of a variety and do it for YouTube and Twitch at some point. So I was actually pretty excited about it.
What about you, Ameer? What your thoughts on the showcase of Nintendo Direct?
I was excited mainly for Mario Party because that was my childhood. Like when I was between the ages of like I want to say 5 to 8 maybe. Like I played so much Mario Party and like I said, it got so toxic, but I don't know how to explain. Like it was just so fun. So like when I saw that announced, like I just felt a wave of nostalgia. So that specifically is what got me excited. I was like, I might have to buy a whole Switch for this game.
And that's how I felt with Superstars when they brought like all the mini game, a lot of the mini games from, like Mario Kart 1 through like 10. Like the ones that I was heavy on for sure was Mario Party 2 and then 4 through 8. So I played a big majority of Mario parties. But when I seen they was bringing Mario Party 2 mini games back, Mario Party 4, and I was like, okay, we doing it.
Yeah, I think my first ever Mario game was on the Nintendo 64 with Super Mario. Was Mario Party on the very first
same.
one. That shit was kind of fun though. Like I said, I used to play Nintendo games a lot, especially when I had like the GameCube, the Nintendo 64, the Game Boys, the Nintendo DS. Like, when I was a little kid, I loved those type of devices, especially the
Yeah,
GameCube. Ooh,
oh yeah, that one right there with me. Anytime I had a
The
GameCube, I
GameCube
made
was
sure
such a
Sonic
winner.
Adventure 2 Battle was in there.
mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I never played the GameCube.
What? You never played the
I had
GameCube?
N64. Yeah.
Okay,
GameCube
at least
is
you played
like
Nintendo 64. I was about
goaded
to say, if
Yep.
you
for
haven't played
sure.
GameCube, at
Like,
least make sure you have exposure to the N64.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, when the GameCube came out, I had the black one. I did not let nobody touch that shit. That was my system. That was my baby. My first game on the GameCube was True Crime Streets of LA. I had no business playing that damn game.
No, I said that game of all game, Dre, what?
Listen, my dad bought it for me, so it's like I had no business
Of
playing
course,
that
of
game.
course.
I had
That's how it is.
I had no business playing that game though, but fuck it. That's like that goes for
He's
that goes for GTA and all that.
That bought this for me, we playing it.
I remember my favorite game on the GameCube was fuck, what's it called? The Sonic games. Any Sonic games on the GameCube, I fucks with it. Nobody couldn't beat me in no Sonic games.
Sonic Heroes, that game pisses me off.
Sonic
That
Hero,
game is difficult.
Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventures 1 and 2.
Sonic Mega Collection, where it has some of the extra Sonic games.
Sonic Mega Collection, that's another one. And then the Shadow the Hedgehog game, spinoff. Like nobody could not beat me in any of those Sonic games on the GameCube. I would annihilate them. For real. I swear to God, nobody couldn't beat me in those Sonic games. But yeah, of all
annihilation.
dead ass, I'm dead ass. They would not play. They would not play with me when I play those Sonic games. They would not try. They wouldn't even ask me like, "Yo, play me in Sonic Battle 2." I'm like, nah. They're like,
see how Dre is talking is how I talk when I'm playing Michael Jackson: The Experience on Wii, because that game right there.
Yo, that was my game.
I never played that.
Oh, that mess is fun. It's a good workout too. Like me and my mom actually do like contests against each other to try to beat certain songs. The one I will never give her is Thriller. And I told her, I said, Thriller is like my #1 favorite Michael Jackson song. I grew up watching that video since I was a baby. It has always stuck with me.
Yeah, that's one system I never owned was the Wii, because like you had to move around and this, that, and the third. It's like it was fun. I played what other people had that system, but I just never had that shit.
Yeah, some of the motion controls are annoying because that's when they started implementing motion control type stuff. So it took some getting used to. Now I can do it a little bit better since how many years it's been out. But at the time, it was like, what is this? Like, this is new.
Indeed. But yeah, of all the systems that I ever owned, I would say it would have to be the GameCube, unfortunately. And I'm also like, no, I'm a Sony person, but the GameCube had me on the lock.
Oh yeah.
I feel like GameCube is like neck and neck with PS2. Like we always talk about like how goated like the PS2 is. I feel like GameCube is equally like that level of system.
My Need for Speed, America's Most Wanted, San Andreas. Like it was way too many games for PS2 as well. And I'm just like, damn, like I think I was floating between both consoles.
But we talking about just like PlayStation alone though, when it comes to the game wise, PlayStation alone, it would have to be the PS2 era. I don't care what nobody said. The PS2 era.
For sure.
The PS2 era. Like if we have to rank it, if I have to rank it from the PlayStation games, like top 5, because it's 5, PS5, like PlayStation's. It's more than that, but I'm just giving my 5. My first one would always be PlayStation 2. Number 2 would be PlayStation 1. Number 3 would be PlayStation 4. Number 4 would be PlayStation 3. And then when it came to the 5th one, it would be PS5.
Dang, not PS5 all the way at the end.
Yeah. Oh, what about, I would just put that as 4 and then put the PS3 at 5.
Yeah, I think PS2 is probably my number one. Just the nostalgia and the amount of games that was on it.
Mhm.
PS2 is definitely my favorite. And then like I like the controller options for PS2 better
Hmm.
than like all these new ones. Like give me a clear controller, okay?
Right,
Let
that
me get a
clear,
little
transparent controller.
Oh yeah, them
yeah, let me get one of
transparent ones.
them.
Hmm.
Them transparent errors. I understand. Definitely understand. But I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta take care of something real quick. I'll be right back. Y'all can ask him another question.
You want to go ahead and do the honors, Mel?
Um yes. I had navigated away from my questions. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
Okay,
good. I'll
okay,
be having
okay.
to turn my phone back on because it keeps darkening up. So I'm like, wait, I still
Yeah,
need questions.
I moved away from it. Okay, all right, so boom. What challenges have you faced as a content creator, if any?
Oh wow. Well, really, it's been navigating, continuing to do content while going through like a lot of IRL stuff. Cause I've definitely had like reasons as to why like I not only was I not creating content certain years, but like I was barely playing games either.
Hmm.
So like in all honesty, that has been that between that and the overthinking and just the just the anxiety dealing with comments as well is tough.
Yeah. And then it can be discouraging too.
Yeah, because like I don't know what it is, but I feel like people have this idea in their head, like even if they're just viewers of content, like they've never streamed or uploaded a video, like people kind of have this idea that if you're not making videos like whoever the top streamer or YouTuber is making, like if
Hmm.
yours doesn't look exactly like that and you're not
Then you're
doing
not gonna
exactly
make
what they're doing, yeah, like it's just horrible in their eyes. And for me, like I've personally as a viewer, yeah, I'll like watching like the stuff that like the mainstream stuff that like has been popular and everything. I'll enjoy that, but I also like going and seeing like the other things that people are doing that are different. And like I kind of like to watch like a lot of different stuff and take ideas here and there and kind of incorporate it
Mhm.
into my own. But
Yeah.
to go back to the question, like I think a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to balance whether balance life, work, um, if you're in school, any of that stuff, that's a lot harder than
Mhm.
people realize. Because I think people see these full-time content creators and think like it's just that easy when like they did a lot of work to get to the point where they're at and they had to
Content creation is
navigate.
not easy.
It
It's
sure
not.
ain't.
It's not easy. And it's like we're so used to like consuming these clips. It's like you don't know how much work went into that 30-second clip. You don't know how much work went into like somebody uploading this video or doing a voiceover or any of that, like cuts, edits, all of that stuff
Yeah.
takes so much time just for you to consume it like in a second. And I think that skews how people think about it. And it's like
Yeah,
content creation is not for everybody. It's like sometimes you want to just tell somebody like do it yourself then. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you so sweet, then
That
do it.
part.
And then if they actually try to do it, they would be like, bro, like this is not easy. Then they would shut up because
Yeah.
it's not for everybody.
It's
And
not.
then it's hard too because a lot of us are multi-talented. We're not just making content for ourselves. We're doing work for other people. We have a daytime job. Some got kids. So it's like, what are you doing? You're just sitting there being a keyboard thug behind a damn screen trying to tell me how to run my stuff.
Not keyboard
You
thug.
do it then.
Mm,
Do my job for a day and let's see where that gets you.
right.
yeah, I agree.
Definitely agree on that, especially with the whole content creation thing. Talking about it's easy. That shit ain't easy. That shit ain't. That
It's
shit is
not.
not easy. It's not. Maybe
I
they.
remember like
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I remember like the very first day I started streaming. I streamed for like a good 4 or 5 hours, which I intended to be on there for like 2,
Hmm.
but I just lost track of time. But like at the end, I was like, why do I feel exhausted? And it's like you have to keep up high energy.
Yes.
You have to like, and what people also, I don't know about you guys, but for me, like if I'm playing a game and I'm like locked in, I don't know why, like it feels like it takes energy as well. I don't know how to exactly explain it,
Say that
but
again,
like
It
Tom.
takes up your focus.
yeah, like if when I'm like sitting locked into a game for like all those hours, I don't know why it feels like you're being drained of energy in a way. Like you get tired for some reason. You're just kind of like, I just sat here for 3 4 hours and I just played a game. Why do I feel tired?
Oh
You're
yeah.
getting immersed in it. Like you're using your brain power, your
Mhm.
adrenaline is pumping, like your heart rate is increasing, like all of that stuff. But you're sitting still. So your body, like sometimes your body gets kind of confused. And that's what they tell you, like always take breaks, always stand up, always move around, get your blood flowing again. Cause it's like you're doing a lot without doing anything at the at the same
Yeah,
time.
The
that's
amount of
exactly how
brain
it
power.
feels.
And even when you're streaming, and then when you're streaming too, you know, you got to entertain your viewers as well for those who are in here. So that takes a lot of energy as well, more energy to be exact. So yes,
And
it's
like
crazy.
I'm a very animated and energetic person too. So like I don't see, I get some people just aren't like that, but like I just see like how some people just like they'll just be sitting streaming, their facial expression won't change, or like they'll barely be talking, they'll be like very quiet. I'm just sitting here like I'm the complete opposite. Like I'm
Mhm.
yelling, I'm yelling, I'm borderline screaming, I'm laughing, having fun.
Mm-hmm. And then when you're done streaming, you tired as shit. You want to go to sleep.
Yep.
Fuck everything else.
Yeah, you
Yep.
feel
It's
that
like you
after.
party. It's like partying. To me, I feel like streaming, it makes me feel like I went to a party. Like I'm
Yeah.
like sitting,
Mm-hmm.
talking, eating, drinking, playing the game, like interacting back and forth. And it's just like going out for the night. And then you just be like, bro, like I'm tired. I'm tired now.
Yeah.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy because this is all virtually. Like it's not like
Exactly.
we're sitting next to each other, but it feels that way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's just, I'll just, yeah. That's all I gotta say. It's just tiring. It's tiring work mentally, physically. It's a bit tiring, man. I mean, I don't know how people do that shit for 12 to 24 hours straight every single day. I'm like, bro, you gotta have extreme amount of energy to do that type of stuff. I'm sorry, you hear my
Yeah.
dog barking.
I be fearing for them. I be fearing for people like that. Like I fear for like they burnout. You know what I'm saying? I always be like, bro, like people that I just see consistently streaming, it's
Mm-hmm.
like I just be like wondering about their mental health so bad. Cause I be like, it's no way that you're like in front of a camera all day, every day, and it's not impacting you. Like, even for the ones that don't read their chat or they seem not to be reading their chat or they're not engaging with chat, like you still see some of that stuff coming up on your screen. Like
Mm-hmm.
you
Oh
go
yeah.
back and watch your VODs or pay attention to your stream at all, you still see that stuff. You're still intaking it, especially people with like
Mhm.
thousands of you. Like thinking about 4,000 people at one time watching me at one time, crazy, crazy. Like I don't even know if I want that. I don't even know if I want 4,000 people to watch me at one time. That just seems so like they just like
It's
will sap my
overwhelming.
soul away or
It's too
something.
hard
Like
to keep up with.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to keep up with those 4,000 people in chat, especially for those who are typing within the chat. Like, you damn well not gonna catch up.
Yeah.
You damn well not gonna catch up.
mm-hmm.
Look at Consonant's chat, for example. You try to read all the shit that's going on in chat. That should be going quick as hell. I'm like, yeah, I'm not reading all this shit.
Yeah.
I was just watching his stream. I was just watching his stream yesterday. When he was playing Elden Ring, just for shits and giggles. And I'm like, yeah, bro. It's like I don't know how like, people in chats like y'all typing. It's like it's hard to keep up with chat.
Oh yeah.
Even with slow mode on. I don't know I don't even know if his slow mode is even on anyway. To be
That's what
thing.
I'm always saying. Like that chat's still going like a million miles a minute, and it'll say slow mo. I'm like, where?
I don't know, man. It's just that's a lot of people in your chat though. Like 4,000 people. I don't know if I can handle that shit. I don't know if I can handle that shit though. 4,000 people you got to entertain. That's a lot. That's going to exert your energy to a point where you can't even last like 2-3 hours. That's just
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You know, it is what it is though. Not easy being
Discord
a
does not
content
like my
creator.
camera.
No,
it's not.
and it
Yeah.
don't matter if you're part time or full time. Just we're all doing the same thing, and it takes a lot of energy. It takes up time. It takes up
Mm-hmm.
life.
Mm-hmm. And I asked myself, right, because I stream in the morning time too. I stream in the morning time on Twitch, and when I'm done, I get like a good like an hour and a half of nap time before I go to work. I'm like, bro, how the fuck I'm still able to go to work on
And
time?
I'll be wondering that too. 'Cause I'm like, Dre, whoo, bless your soul, because you really be active. And I'm Pacific time, so you be streaming at like 6 in the morning my time, and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake
Yeah,
up at like maybe about 8, and you'll still be live, and I'm like, this man was able to hold it together for 2 hours. I know he tired.
I am tired, and just so and good thing I got a good decent job that I don't be doing shit because I'm just chilling. So I take my naps every now and then at my job. I just go somewhere in the cut, take my little hour,
Be
30-minute nap.
nice.
Hmm?
I said, must be nice.
It is. That's why I have so much time to come to people's chats during the afternoon time. Either on my phone, either on my phone or my computer. But yeah, I try not to stream every single day because that shit does take a toll in your mental. I'm like,
it
nah.
does.
Especially, if I know for a fact I have a podcast coming up that week, I try not to stream as much as I'm trying to preserve my energy for that Saturday or that podcast because I know I don't want to be late for my own shit. That'd be bad. Real bad. So, all right. Let's see. So what is your take on the gaming industry right now?
In all honesty, like I've heard you guys talk about it on the podcast multiple times. This battle pass shit needs to stop.
Yeah. It's the battle passes for us. Yeah, the battle pass. Them shits is
On top of
ridiculous.
having a regular ass store, making people pay.
That battle pass society.
But nah, it's the
Like,
truth though. Go ahead.
yeah, like for me, like I when Fortnite came out with it, I was like, okay, cool. Like I get it, their game's free to play and everything, but games like Call of Duty and 2K, you already pay $60 for that shit, and
60,
then
70,
you gotta pay. Yeah, 60 or 70. And then you
100.
gotta pay. Yeah, that's true. And I back in the day, I used to buy those like deluxe edition, gold editions of Call of Duty. I did that, but like now you buy that and then you pay what is it like $25 now for the battle pass? It's absurd.
Well, technically,
And then
yeah, like $10 to buy the battle pass low key. Because sometimes, yeah, it'd be like 950 of the own currency, which is like what $10 of our own currency, like real money to buy like the currency
yeah,
for there, and then y'all buy the battle pass, or you can skip, or you can probably spend extra to skip some tiers, which sometimes I'll do because nigga, I'm not trying to do that shit from start to finish. No, I'm a cheat. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm a cheat. That's what they have it there for a reason. Shit, I'm a cheat.
yeah,
I'm gonna skip some.
yeah.
'Cause
And
We
then like
really be out here working to support our habits. Like we really be out here grinding to spend money on games.
And it's not even just the game, it's the content in the game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's
Which
some kind
and
of
a lot of it's stuff that should be free, but
mm-hmm,
yeah, they're greedy. They want their money
mm-hmm.
on top of
And
money.
we gonna keep giving it to them because we want
Exactly,
it.
exactly. Cause you want to keep
They know
up
how
with
to consume us.
yeah, we need to keep up. We need to keep up with the Joneses, as I should say it. But but like some of them games that even with the battle pass, right? You got these DLCs and shit like that. Like, bro, we gotta pay extra for the DLCs too. Like
yep.
currently with Elden Ring, you gotta pay like $40 to play the DLC. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying $40 for this shit. For what? Just get
That's
my ass
why
from
I
the game?
appreciate indie games and like games like Code to the Lamb, that DLC, I ain't paying not $1 for no DLC. Okay, and they be releasing good quality DLC. Like, and if I did pay for it, I paid for it once, and I ain't gotta pay every time they do DLC, because I really, at this point, it's been so many and it's been so long. I really don't remember if I ever paid for DLC, but I know if I paid, I only paid one time, and every DLC after that, I get it. So I just don't. I rather do, if I have to pay for it, I rather just pay and then never have to worry about it again. Like, keep
Mm-hmm.
giving me DLC, but don't make me keep paying for each individual one. Like, that's too
Yeah,
much.
I'm with you
Yeah,
on that.
exactly.
Like for me, I bought the deluxe or the ultimate edition, depending what game. Well, it depends on the game it is, and depending what type of content they have for the deluxe and ultimate edition. I will buy it so that way in the near future I can have it, so I don't have to go back and just like if you buy the standard edition game, just because you have the money to buy that edition, and then if you want to upgrade, you gotta pay additional 30, 40, 20, whatever the fuck to buy the rest of the content. Then yeah, you be spending more money than that. Might as well buy the deluxe or the ultimate edition so that way you have all the content at once. You know what I'm saying? For the extra content all at once. And even so, they still come up with more fucking content out of nowhere.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? I spent like $100 for all this content for you to add more content, which you gotta pay for more of that shit. I'm like, yo, but you know me, but my dumb ass gonna spend it anyway.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That used to be because when I started getting into buying, like, because I would buy the DLCs in Call of Duty mainly because of the zombies maps. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care as much about the multiplayer maps, but like, if you don't want to just play one zombies map throughout the whole cycle of the game, like, you're gonna have to buy the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
So I started buying it for that, but then I'm realizing, like, okay, you're paying, back then you're paying $60 for the game, and you'd either buy all the individual DLCs, which was like $25, or you buy
Each.
the season pass. Yeah, it's $25 each, so that's four of them, and that's four of them.
Mm-mm.
And or you buy the season pass, which is
Mm-mm.
100. I think it was, no, $60 extra, or
Yeah.
50.
But there are some games that don't need to have battle passes. Number one would have to be Tekken 6, because I don't see no fucking point in getting a battle pass for that shit. Number two is Street Fighter 6, because any fighting game that has a battle pass and y'all motherfuckers buying that shit, it's a waste of time. Because, like,
It doesn't make sense. It's
It's
just
It
a fighting
doesn't.
dumb.
game. The goal is to grind
Like,
and
if you
earn the
can't, if you
currency.
can't fight, just say that. Like, just like what? No.
yeah, I can't. Like, I told myself I'm gonna stop buying season passes for certain games because, like Apex, for example, I bought a season pass for Apex. I haven't played Apex for like a good month or two. I'm like, damn, I wasted $10. Fucking Fortnite.
Exactly.
Fortnite, COD, like games like that, because I'm not about to grind like that. I don't play those games every single day. Like, I have a life. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting there playing those type of games all fucking day. Like, no. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
The only game that I will get a battle pass or warbound pass that they call it is Helldivers 2, which I said it before in previous podcast. Helldivers 2, like their passes, you can keep that shit forever and grind that shit. Because any other game you buy their battle pass, if you don't finish it within the time limit, that's it, you're done up.
I think that makes it worse. Like, if you're gonna do an unnecessary battle pass, at least let it be perpetual. Like, why do it gotta restart? And then now I spend money and I wasted it. Like, if I'm not playing the game, it should just pause. Like, why can't it
Mhm.
pause when I'm not playing the game?
Or
And
just
then,
keep.
like, I can see if I'm actively playing it and I don't make whatever goals. Okay, cool. But you can see I'm playing it. But if I'm not playing it, bro, it should just pause because I paid for it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have
Yeah.
to sit there and be attached to my controller because I paid for something. Like, it should be there.
It's like out of the $10 you paid for the pass, you're only able to get through like $4 worth of it, and then the other six is just wasted because they restarted on a whole new fucking pass, and you have to pay for that shit again. So it's like,
That's why they make these battle passes longer, like 3 months. So you got like at least 90 days to complete it, to complete the battle pass. You know what I'm saying? But who's gonna play that game for 90 days? There's plenty of other games that people will like to play too, but I mean, it's for those who's play that game all the fucking time. Hey, do you? If you want to buy the battle pass, because that's the only fucking game that you can play. Ooh, I ain't gonna be mad at you. Just for me, I just can't do it because there's so many games that I enjoy playing. Like I'm a variety streamer for a reason. Like I play all different types of games, and I play that one game for a while, and then I'll probably switch over to the next one. You know what I'm saying? And now, if the battle pass is a waste of money, depends. If you really gonna play that game and stuff like that. Wait, Dead by Daylight got a battle pass too? Or I'm bugging.
It does.
Wait, battle pass? Are you talking about like, is it the Rift Pass or whatever?
I don't know. I never played.
I know
I played.
they have a pass. I know they have like compendiums and all sorts of shit, but it might be the Rift Pass. I think that might be what it is, unless they've added something new. Because I ain't played the game in months, so I have no idea. But they kind of do have like a pass system. I think it's the Rift Pass or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I played Dead by Daylight, but I never knew they had some type of pass. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Because like I
I
said,
wish it was a pass where you can turn off all that damn screaming, hooping, and hollering that motherfuckers be doing on there.
oh, that should be killed. That should be fucking rolling, bro. I'm like, y'all niggas really getting screamed over a damn hook. That shit hurt.
And the screens be prolonged. Like I forgot which character. I think it might have Rebecca might be one of them. But some of them screens when they get hooked is prolonged, and it's like you've already been hooked for like a good 15 seconds. Why are you still screaming?
I don't know. Somehow, somewhere that game low key be pissing me off too, yo. I don't know why. I just have no reason for it. I just don't have a reason for it. It just pisses me off when people play that game. Like,
yeah, the Rift Pass. I don't know. And then they already have enough stuff in the shop, like cosmetics and stuff. They just most of the stuff that's in the Rift Pass are charms that I don't give a fuck about, or outfits that are ugly as hell.
Charms for what?
To put on the hooks and stuff, like if you're killer and then if you're a survivor, you know, to wear with your clothes or whatever. But I'm like, no, nobody care about no damn charm.
Yeah.
We want the blood points. We want the real stuff that's gonna help us.
The fuck? See? Yeah, see? And people like us is gonna buy shit like that.
Yeah.
Not no Rift Pass. I mean, I use my money for cosmetics in that store, absolutely, but not no damn Rift Pass.
But I know somebody will pay that to get those charms and shit like that, because you know what?
Somebody is.
Oh, they doing it.
They
as
are.
we speak.
I mean, if you love playing free games, might as well buy the battle pass. Fuck it, right?
I think it would make the most sense if like a lot of these MMO open world type games had it more, because like with those there's like a lot more to do. There's a lot I think there's a lot more room for something like that versus like a lot of these fast paced multiplayer games where you're really only buying like you're really only paying for like skins or whatever. But I think with like, which I don't even want to say this out loud, because next thing you know, like Skyrim will have some battle pass and that will piss me off.
Skyrim?
But like, yeah, but
maybe for Elder Scrolls 6 probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hell no. Don't speak that evil. Please don't speak that evil. I'll tell you that.
She said don't speak that evil.
I would be so pissed.
She said don't manifest that. Please no.
Please. I
tell you, like games like RPG.
I would make an entire like how the game was like Salty the other day. He made a 17-minute video. I would make a 17-minute video about that. Like I would be like, no, I waited 20 years for this game for y'all to do this shit. Like I would flip the world over. Like there's no way, no fucking way.
Not gonna lie, I want to see the video. Like when you make it, let me know.
No, because I hope that it doesn't happen. I don't want to make the video.
Wow, for like
I don't know if you got.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I don't know if you guys saw during Modern Warfare 2, not the good Modern Warfare 2, the one that came out last year. They had this skin called Hutch. If you know, you know. I remember seeing that shit after like all this stuff like that was wrong with Call of Duty, and they released that skin. I almost, like you said, made a whole video. I was about to put it on my TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. Me literally just crashing out like, what are you guys doing? This game is garbage, and then you're gonna basically sit in our hand and give it to us with the skin. Like, come on.
sometimes you need to like for like companies, I think sometimes you need to crash out. Like you might not need to crash out like for a personal or interpersonal matter, but for like these companies, I think sometimes people need to just crash out because otherwise how are they gonna know? Like you not old school sending a letter, and if you do, nobody's gonna read it. Because if that was the case, you
Exactly.
could get some fucking customer service and help with your accounts and shit that we
Mm-hmm.
all know we can't fucking
Mhm.
do for certain games. So it's like if I make a video crashing out and then 7,000 other people want to crash out the same way, then somebody's gonna see the shit eventually. Like somebody's gonna be like, "Oh shit, okay, maybe we fucked up." Like, but it just if don't nobody say nothing, they gonna keep doing the same bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's probably somebody made videos right. Somebody probably making a video right now about a certain game they don't like and probably crashing out. It's probably somewhere on YouTube right now. It's probably on somewhere on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. Oh, not Instagram, on TikTok right now.
See, the only issue though is when people do crash out over games and it do be for legit reasons, you're gonna have those negative Nancy's up in the comments trying to call them crazy and that they're tripping, they don't know what they're talking about and all that stuff. So that's the part that's fucking it up for us real gamers that know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But then people
Yeah,
believe
I
it
can't
in.
hate a fanboy. I hate a fanboy that's just gonna take whatever. Like, don't do that. Don't just take whatever. Stand up for yourself. Stand up, okay? Cause what the fuck? Like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I remember one time I was on TikTok, right? And this person, who was also a streamer on Twitch, he was talking about Dragon Ball, the new Dragon Ball Z game, Spark and Zero. I was like, it's the same old shit when it comes to the story. It's the same old story. We all know. You know, it's just it looks good. You know, so the game looks good, the graphics look good, the destruction, the environmental destruction, stuff like that. It looks good, and it's just the story. It's the same shit from previous Dragon Ball games, and I agree with him. I'm still gonna buy the game regardless because it's like a Budokai. You ever play Budokai Tenkaichi? Anybody in here? Y'all play Budokai Tenkaichi?
I haven't played it, but I've seen
I
playthroughs
played
of
it a little bit.
All right, so it's like that pretty much, but it's like instead they call it Spark and Zero. But like in Spark and Zero, that's the Japanese version of Budokai Tenkaichi in America, but they just changed the name. Yeah, so like it's still part of the series. It's just that with Spark and Zero, it's it was a Japanese name back in the early 2000s, back when like Budokai Tenkaichi came out. We had that shit in America, but now the name just changed. Bring it on here. It's the same
Maybe
series.
there's probably a few small differences, but overall it's based off the same story mode.
Yes.
Interesting that they had Sparking Zero and we had Budokai Tenkaichi. Like,
Yeah, that's
why is theirs? Why is theirs regular and ours is like? Why is it opposite? Like,
It's the same fucking game. It's just like Sparking Zero was just the name in Japan, and then we just Budokai Tenkaichi is the name out here. They just switched it up. I don't know. That's like saying like just like saying like Resident Evil, the Resident Evil games back in what Resident Evil 7. Was it Resident Evil 7? Biohazard? Yeah. So Resident Evil, we call it here in America, but in Japan they call it Biohazard. And then when Resident Evil 7 came out, Biohazard, yeah. So it's like,
I feel like that's like somebody calling something a sandwich, and then somebody else is like meat in between bread with vegetables. Like, what? Why? Why would I say that when I could just say this?
Yeah.
It's the protein between the bread.
Right? Like, just call it a sandwich, bro.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, people when he made that video, that 30-second clip on TikTok about that shit, people was getting out his ass, yo. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking game. I mean, can everybody not have their own opinions? Like,
I know. It's like if you ain't got jack shit nice,
no,
don't say it at all.
wait, what
you
he said?
can't have your own opinion. That's how the internet works. Did you know? It's crazy to have your own opinion on the internet.
That's true. That's true.
It's dangerous waters, man. That's dangerous.
You can never win.
We can't say shit
Really?
nowadays. That's the problem.
People gonna tell you, they gonna be start asking you to be a free thinker. They gonna be asking you when you gonna pull out your tinfoil hat or some shit. Like, they just waiting on you to like.
Nah, it's true though. Like you might have all your point across right. It'll be one or two people that try to come at you talking negative. Like, bro, you'll never win on the internet. I don't care what nobody say.
It's the fact that they can actually rally up a fucking army with them to say the negative stuff compared to people like us who would actually have some decent things to say. And then we get attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like, oh, they will say what was on my mind, and you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you must have real hatred in your soul or in your body just to
Yeah.
come and be talking crazy. Like, bro, like, it's my opinion. You don't have to accept my
Like,
opinion.
seriously, like you could have scrolled past my video and not said nothing.
You know what? Somebody, you know what?
People just chat shit for controversy though. Like if you could get
Oh
a
yeah.
hot take, and like it'll be a person who firmly like is on your side in real life. Like they actually agree with you,
Mhm.
but because they know that they have a valid way to combat you, or they have like a spicy way to get at you, and they're gonna get support, they'll just say some bullshit. Like they just do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the gaming industry, bro, is crazy because like you have your opinion of certain shit, and then, you know, somebody will trying to come at you with a negative side and stuff like that. It's just you never win, no matter how valid your points are. You'll just never win. I don't care what nobody said. Your points could be valid like a motherfucker, but you'll never win on the internet, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're
It's
going
just a
negative.
popularity contest, honestly.
I remember. Did
It
y'all
is.
y'all remember that remember that time when Chris Judge, the voice actor for Kratos, he was saying how like the campaign was longer than the fucking the campaign for Modern Warfare 3. Y'all remember that during the Game Awards?
Hmm.
I
Yes,
forgot
I know.
about
I know what
that.
you're
No,
talking
his
about.
no,
I know what you're talking about.
you know what you're talking about, right? Yeah. So no.
Yeah.
He's saying
I
like
forgot
his remember that speech he made? Remember Chris Drug's
Yeah.
Chris Drug's speech he made? Like it was like 7 minutes. Yeah, it said his
Oh, now
his
I gotta
speech.
go back and watch it.
He's saying that his speech was longer than the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. I'm like,
Oh my
damn.
God.
Nah, I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie. Nah.
fire.
And then the employees, right, the workers, the developers of Call of Duty, they were mad, they were upset. They was coming at him crazy. I'm like, bruh, really? I'm like, y'all some real pussies, yo. Y'all some
First
real
off, it's the
pussies.
fact if y'all are coming at him, that must mean it's true. Then you're mad
True.
because it's
Why?
true.
What they say, hit dogs holler.
That shit struck a nerve. It struck a nerve with them developers, boy.
It struck their whole franchise. That's what it was. They mad because they know it was true, so they gonna try to get mad and flip it any way they can.
It was even was,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like the regular people like us talking about it like that. It was the developers that got mad at him for that comment. I'm like, bro, it's the fucking developers. They were tight. They were tight. I'm like, bro, seriously? It's a joke. Y'all can't take a joke. I mean, it kind of is true though, because like that campaign was short as hell. That
Yeah.
campaign was short.
But it's like they know it was short as hell. They know. They just was
It's like
mad
they
that
get
somebody
mad
called
about
them
it,
out on
reacting that way.
it.
It's like, well, fix it for the next Call of Duty. Shit, y'all know what to do. Y'all got the
Mhm.
resources.
Mm-hmm.
Act upon it.
Mhm.
Watch Black
And
Ops 6 be like
I
10
hate when
hours ago.
somebody. I hate when people are so like people are damn near experts on games. Like they know the shit in and out. They done played all of them. They like did extra research. They know the lore. They know all of that. And they will literally sit down and give their credentials and be like, "This is why I'm qualified to speak on this. This is why. This I played this. I did that. I have this. I have that." And then it'll still be a motherfucker that be like, "You don't even know what you're talking about." Like
Mhm.
what?
Everybody want to be an expert on social media. Everybody's an expert on social media. Motherfuckers, I ain't gonna say experts, say detectives. Them motherfuckers are detectives.
Yep.
Them damn PIs, private investigators, and whatnot.
Mhm. They'll go way and beyond to find somebody's tweet like 10, 15 years ago, bro. I'm like, y'all really out here bugging. Who out here looking for tweets
Like,
from
do
fucking
not-
10 to 15 years ago?
You persecuting people for shit they tweeted when they was 12, like, or because you don't like they adult take on something, like, bro, they was
Exactly.
12, like, you ain't say no bullshit when you was 12 years old, like, I'm sure you
Shit,
said
I
something
did.
you ain't had no
So
business
you want to
saying,
find
like,
a
I'm
picture
sure,
of me when I was 12, but you weren't even born yet. Mind your business. Go back.
okay, like, what?
Yeah, it just, games. That's just the gaming industry. Bro. It's crazy, bro. The gaming industry is just crazy. It's toxic as hell too. Especially all these people that been playing these franchises for so many years, and then you say one negative thing, it could be a small thing, and people on your head. They on your head.
They
But
on your
that's
head
the
like you started
problem,
a
is that
war.
you're so complacent. Like, why are you so complacent with what they're giving you? You've been playing this for years. It's certain things that you should expect. Like with 2K, it's a level of quality that you should expect and you still let them give you the same bullshit every single year with a different packaging on it, and you don't say nothing and you don't do nothing, but you get mad when somebody speak on it. Like, no, you should be mad too. You should be speaking on it as
Yeah,
well, not just like,
understood.
I'm just gonna take whatever they give us. Like, why? For what?
Or don't buy the game at all. That's it. Just don't buy the
It's
game.
like, don't support it. Like, once you stop supporting it, then you're gonna get a better quality, because they're gonna be like, fuck, they're done taking this slop that we tossed at them.
Yep.
Like, let's actually fucking make a game. Like,
Mm-hmm.
with
Mhm.
nobody standing up, they're so scared to get dogpiled on by like people who want to like be fanboys. But it's like, bro, like, somebody's gotta do it. Somebody's gotta be
Somebody
that
gotta break
one that's
character at
like,
some point.
yeah, like, no, that's not cool. Like, but it's so hard to be that person that I understand why people don't do it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
got.
because even with me, like, I'll have like a lot of opinions on certain things. I'll start like typing stuff up, and then I'm just sitting here thinking about like all the comments, like all the things that people are gonna like, basically me getting jumped, and I'm like, is it worth it? Probably not, and I just delete it all.
I mean, yeah, it could fucks up. It could mess with somebody's mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why everybody coming at me for? It's fucking me up. I'm like, man, I just gotta take it under the chin. Say what is on your mind, and then
Gotta
whatever
say it with your
happens,
chest.
happens. Exactly, whatever happens, happens. Fuck it. People just, I just people just so negative nowadays, yo. Like they just wake up with just
that's
negativity.
true.
People just wake up being
Mhm.
negative. I'm like, damn, go touch grass.
Yeah, I seen this thing. It was like a clip of Tyler the Creator, and he was like, everybody's so negative. He's like, can you just talk
Mhm.
about some shit that you like? Talk about something that you love. Like, you want to complain about, he said something like somebody about Tom or something. Like, he's like, oh, you're on here being a social justice warrior, basically. And don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with being a social justice warrior, but it's like you said, everything is so negative online that
Stay
sometimes it's nice to just see some joy. Like, I
Hmm.
see somebody post a fucking vegetable garden. I was like, oh my god! Like, I want to see more of this on my timeline. I want to see your vegetable garden. I want to see your fucking bookshelves. I want to see your shoe collection. I want you to talk to me about oatmeal if that's your passion. Like,
plus the
bro, like
house
whatever
interior,
the fuck.
house designs.
Yeah,
Some
give me something. Give me some passion. Give me something that you care about. Give me something that you like, and like be passionate about it, and just like be happy to tell me about it.
And all those things you're saying right now, there's somebody in that comment right now just saying some negative shit.
And
Yeah,
it's like,
somebody's
fuck
probably
them. Like, fuck them though. Like, I feel like we need to boost more happy spaces, and just like get rid of the like public shaming. Let's publicly shame the negative people and get them the fuck out of here, because it's
I actually agree with
damaging.
that.
I agree with that
Yeah.
too.
It's so damaging.
Mm-hmm. Like, damn, y'all got no lie. Y'all just wanna fuck up. Y'all just wanna say some negative shit to other people, and y'all just negative your damn selves. Go touch some grass. Go play with somebody. I don't fucking know. Go do something with your life. Do something healthy.
Bro, go make some friends. Go to a cafe. Go do something.
That's
Stop
why.
being behind
Like,
the fucking keyboard all day.
even go join the
On
haters
both.
brigade, but hate off the internet. You and all your haters in the haters brigade can sit over coffee and hate amongst each other. Don't bring that shit over to our happy spaces. Go
Mm-hmm.
fucking be a hater with your other hater friends and do that shit over there. Like, stop bothering people in the midst of their happiness to be a hater, and then you're looking for other haters. Like, take your asses over there somewhere. Group
Mm-hmm.
offline.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
Yeah,
hateration, no
like,
holleration, okay? We don't do that
Yeah,
yeah,
you
here.
a real hater. Take your hate with you, bro.
you'll like see somebody post something like, I don't know, like, oh, I just got this new shirt. Somebody's under it, like, nigga, fuck your shirt.
Or
Yeah,
they're
Like,
like,
like
who asked? Who cares?
yeah.
right.
So damn mean.
That's why I hate social media, bro. That's why I really hate. That's why I low key hate social media, because no matter where, like, you click on Twitter, you click on Instagram, you click on Facebook. Especially now, I'm gonna use an example for Twitter, because Twitter is just Twitter, bro. It's like you see all a bunch of crazy shit on there, for better or for worse.
Cesspool.
Uh
It's a cesspool.
huh. Mm-hmm. That's why, like, when I see porn on people's on my timeline, I have to block them, bro, or like
Yep.
get removed them. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to see no porn, no fucking 9, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, bro, I'm just trying to see what's going on on time. I'm not trying to see no porn. Too damn early for that shit.
I just appreciate when people have their own freaky pages. Like if you're gonna be freak, have your own freaky page, and you all your freaky timeline, like your alternate timeline, is just your freaky shit, and you do freaky shit on your freaky timeline. Don't be a regular person. You just are a regular ass human. I follow you because you're regular and you do shit that I like or I agree with, and then all. And I see your booty hole. Like, bro, why did you show me your booty hole? Like, we was good up until this moment, and now I don't know how to feel about you. Like, I get it. It's a time and place to show your booty hole, but this ain't the time or the place. If I want to see your booty hole, I'm gonna follow your booty hole page. Like, don't be it on your you posting your kids 1 second, and the next second I see your nipples. Like, can we have some balance? Like, can we? Like, I don't. It's just a lot.
That's fucking wild. That's a wild sickness right there. One picture you're showing your family, another day you're showing your booty hole. That is wild.
Next one you showing your whole asshole and your crack line, and we didn't ask for that.
We didn't ask for all that.
And if people that like you actually like following, like, okay, bro, like I like your other when you're being regular, you're good, you're cool, we can vibe, and then you just pulled out some freaky shit. Like, why did you do that? Like. You could have kept that somewhere else, like, or you could have kept it in your, and now you can keep it in your likes and nobody will see it. You could bookmark it and nobody will see it, but you don't have to RT that shit on my time. It'd be like, I hate when people RT like crazy shit, like some granny sucking dick or something. Why you put that on my timeline, bro? Why did you do that to me? That's disgusting. You didn't want to see it. They'd be like, I had to see it. Now you gotta see it too. No, I don't.
No, the ones that be pissing me off is they be like, step bro and step sis, like that incest type fuckery bullshit. It's like, I don't want to see none of that.
Why did you put that
I don't even care if you're a regular couple and you getting it on. Get that shit out of here. Put that on an anonymous freaky page or something. Nobody gotta know, no face, no case.
Exactly. This is wild.
They're bold as hell with it.
They be out with it. They be having kids and all. I feel bad for them children because when they get older and they see that, oh man, them kids will find their parents' stuff when they get pissed at them for something and be like, well, my mommy don't have an OnlyFans on like yours. And it's like,
damn, these kids are fucking ruthless nowadays too. These kids are ruthless now.
Find it. They know how to hack
it. See if your mom has an OnlyFans page. Like, it's to the point where kids are going to, oh, you bullying me, or oh, I want to talk bad about you. I'm about to find out your mama's name, and I'm about to see if I can find her OnlyFans page before I even come at you. I'm about to be ready. Like, that's how bad it is.
A third or fourth grader find your mom's OnlyFans account, bro. Third or fourth grader, bro. That's wild. Not even middle school kids.
And if they can't find mama, let's say you got an older brother or older sister, they're gonna try to find them too. They're like, okay, I couldn't find your mama, but let me find your sister though. Let me find your big brother.
But yeah, bro. I don't know if y'all heard this shit too, right? You know that X or Twitter, whatever y'all want to call it. I still call it Twitter. Fuck it, I don't care.
Twitter.
Oh, yeah, it's Twitter.
Okay,
it's
so
the Bird app.
Yeah, on the Twitter app now that they're allowing porn on Twitter within reason. I'm like,
what's within reason?
Always
there. It's always there. Like, y'all know it's always there, right? Like, now you want to make this shit like legal now on Twitter? Like, why all of a sudden? Like, this shit we've been doing this shit for quite some time. Now I can see everybody posting their own porn shit. I'm like, oh shit. You know what? We don't need.
You have to have like ID verification though. Like, if you are gonna allow that, you should have to somehow verify your age. Like, you shouldn't be able to just be 14 on Twitter. Like, a 14-year-old on Twitter, that has to be very like detrimental, honestly, to their mental health and their growth. Because I couldn't imagine consuming the shit that's on Twitter as a teenager. Like, I got on Twitter when I was 18. Like, I was 18, but I was about to graduate. I was about to graduate high school. Like, that really, I was already, in the shit already. But it's like a kid, an actual child consuming that type of shit it's kind of sickening, low key. Like,
yeah, it really is. And you know what, them teenagers, they learning a lot of shit. They hormones all over the fucking place, and they're easily prone to it. Like,
I remember,
14-year-old compared to an 8-year-old. 8-year-old gonna be like, ew, like, little kids will run from the fucking screen, but them teenagers, they're gonna be like, hold on. First play type shit. It's like, no, you can't consume that. Get off.
Yeah, they're getting a skewed view of reality. They're getting a very skewed view of reality, and it's like, I don't know what that's gonna look like. in the future. I can't even imagine.
It's gonna be bad. I feel like it's gonna get worse. Things
I
when
remember
you
like
see things getting better, it's bound to get worse sooner or later.
that is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like things start to get better and a bit like things start to get better at first and then it gets fucked up later on in the future. But go ahead. Ameer, what you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, I remember I got my first Twitter account when I was 12. It was for no other reason because like I played it was just for like my gaming stuff really.
Oh, okay.
But like I just often think like now, because when I just see all the stuff I see on Twitter on a daily, I'm like, if I was 12 years old, what would I think if I saw this at 12 years old? Because like at that age, I wasn't thinking about anything other than like playing Call of Duty, watching some anime. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't worried about that stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about
But
sex like
like
that.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
kids are really out here getting corrupted.
Yeah, like think about it. Like, okay, even being like, let's say like 14, 15, you start finding like hentai and shit. And like where people had like it was pictures. It was a lot of pictures when we was younger, where it would just be like pictures. It wasn't like full on videos. And then even then we're still talking about anime characters. But it's like now you can see the full gambit. You can see all of it everywhere all the time. Like whether it
Yeah.
be 3D models, actual humans,
AI.
pictures, hentai, AI, like it's so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't know, like if any of you have ever experienced this, but it's like for some reason, like when I was younger, I had got to a point at some point where I had like a mild porn addiction because it was so new and so easy to access that I was like consuming it and consuming it. And it's like knowing that I did that as a kid and knowing that I had friends that was like that, to just think about kids now and having it be so prevalent and easy to access, I could only imagine like the type of addictions you could develop to that kind of stuff. And you're
And
just, it's nothing stopping you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it's really bad now because, like I said, it's on everything. Like when we were younger, it's called go to Uncle's house and find them DVDs or whatever. You know them porn DVDs and Ebony Stars and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, my dad had a stack of them shits.
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying.
Yup,
I
same
just
here.
say I
I was
had
just
a
about to say
relative
that.
that had some of them cells, and my hard-headed ass cousin found it. And I'm like, I looked at it and I looked at him. I'm like, I shook my damn head. Like, of course you found that.
Porn addiction is real. I remember
You know the
Yeah.
DVDs, the VHS tapes,
my dad had
magazines.
DVDs out the ass with porn, bro. When I was like 13, 14 years
Mine
old.
had like a mine had like a stack like this big in his drawer.
Damn.
I'm just like, what? I'm just sitting here thinking like, what is all of this? Like, what do you like? What
I
like
feel like
what is
that's
it that
worse.
it
That's the worst. Think about
Yeah.
going to the store, right? Like we just consume porn for free. Going to the store and spending
paying for it
money
is
on
insane.
porn, like let me get
Nah.
oil booties 33, 39, and 57. Like, bro, what? You just paid $12 a piece for this shit. Like, this
Nah.
is crazy.
I remember
Just
me.
to get sick of it too.
I remember me and my nephew, right? We went to some porn store just for shits and giggles. Just walking in there, I felt weird as hell. I'm like, you see all this shit, like, y'all people really spending money on all this shit? Like, even going to Spencer. Spencer got some freaky shit too.
Spencer's, because I went in there when I was young at the time, and I don't think the people I was with at the time thought it through. I seen a little thing of fake tits, and I'm like, I'm sitting there looking. I kind of just turned around like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of freaky store is this?
I'm like, yo, Spencer's kind
They're
of
sex
threw me.
dungeon.
Yeah, because Spencer's kind of threw me off. I thought it was like some type of like some white people shit, low key. And I seen all that porn shit. I'm like, y'all
We
out
having
here at
dildos
Spencer's?
up in there, everything.
Hey now, two things can be true at once. Two things can be true at once. Now, don't discount what you said. It's still accurate. It's still accurate.
I'm like, I'm going to Spencer to try and buy me a nice shirt, stuff like that, just to see what the story's all about. Then I see all that sex stuff. I'm like,
No, they do have like an area for that stuff. Like, it's so funny.
Because they moved it to the back. Because back in the day, that shit was sprinkled off and through there. It wasn't just in the back. Like when like
made a
Hot
whole
Topic was a
dungeon.
big thing.
that made a whole
Spencer,
dungeon.
you walk in and it would be, it would be just sprinkled off through there. Now it's a designated area in the back. It's all grouped together. Like you gotta kind of go back there.
Yeah,
It didn't used to always be like that.
Yeah, that shit weird, bro.
Yeah.
That shit
They done
weird.
stashed it now.
That shit weird.
When I was young and went in there that first time, because I think somebody I was with, maybe an older cousin or something, had to go in there and get like a shirt or some kind of, they sell regular merch and stuff too. But I seen that shit. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm kind of thinking about it. As I got older, I'm like, did I just walk into a semi-sex dungeon? Like, what the hell is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
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 Just yes. I'm like, yeah, I can't. Spencer's,
I
man.
froze again, dear Lord.
Here we go. All see that, but you all good though. As long as we can hear you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So question number 6, I'm gonna kind of rephrase because you kind of answered it already earlier, but I would ask, what games do you feel you'll see yourself playing in the near future, like streaming or uploading on YouTube
Like games that are coming out or just like anything?
in general?
Well, I plan on doing like I don't want to say a speed run because I've watched some like speed running videos and the stuff people do on those, you got it. Like they're beating
It's
whole story
crap.
mode games in like 30 minutes because all these glitches and everything. And I'm like, no, thank you. But
I was about
I
to
want to
ask
do
that
like
too.
this.
I was gonna ask that too. Like, how is that speed run shit works though? Like, y'all motherfuckers be
They
finna that
be
game
crap.
within.
They be doing pause glitches and all
Yep,
sorts of stuff, and I'm like,
Oh, okay, that makes
I
yep.
sense.
did this myself.
Cause like, and when I see that, I'm thinking like, what's the point? Cause like at that point, you're not really playing the game.
Yeah, I'm
Just
about to
breaking
say.
it for fun.
Yeah, but like I plan on doing, I've been meaning to do it for a while, but on Skyrim, just seeing how quickly I can get through like the main story of it. And
Fast as
like,
hell.
yeah,
Fast as hell. You
but like I
actually
want
can
to,
just go through the actual story, like kind of like that. If you don't do side quests and shit like that, you could
yep.
kind of
Yeah, you can
like,
fight through it.
Cause I
yeah.
remember I did that. I think I did it on stream. And the whole story, it took me like a good 4 streams, but I also like, I hadn't played the game since like it initially came out, and this was last
Mhm.
year. So as soon as I finished like my whole Skyrim playthrough, I was just kind of thinking to myself like, if I like really locked in and like knew what I was doing, like I want to see how fast I can do this. Like I put the difficulty all the way low only for the fact that like when you put it high, the all the enemies have more health and stuff, and they take more time to kill and everything. So like I just want to basically just speed run it without doing all that crazy glitchy stuff. That's been something I wanted to do for a while. I wanted to do a I want to do that on YouTube. And coming up, I've been grinding just for fun on Black Ops 3 Zombies to get to Prestige Master. And I want when I hit Prestige Master, I want to do a video on it, like the game of me reaching it. So I want to upload that as well. And Black Ops 6 when it comes out, I want to play I want to do like a lot of zombies like first room challenges and high round attempts and all of that stuff.
Okay.
Hopefully if multiplayer is like good, I want to do like a race to prestige as well and do a lot of stuff like that.
With this
beware of
stuff
the
you have,
cheaters.
with this
Yeah.
stuff you have coming up, like, do you see yourself like earlier when you were talking about like all these different ideas that you have and kind of just like letting loose? Like, do you see yourself just being like, fuck it, just putting out like whatever you feel like with these upcoming ventures that you're thinking about doing, or you think you're still gonna kind of be like a little reserved about it?
Well, for me, it's like I think it's going to be a process for sure. Like I don't know if I can just like mentally, I don't know if I can just like bring myself to just do it and look away kind of thing because like if I take enough time, I also know like I said earlier, like I'll start thinking about like comments or whatever else, like things I've heard people say and everything. But like I do plan on getting myself to that point.
All right. I mean, I believe in you, bro. I definitely believe in you. I feel like you can complete all those things.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem,
Gotta
man.
catch me in that YouTube in the comment section. Timestamp and stuff. Like, explain this part again.
All right, so this month is men's mental health. So, Amir, do you feel like mental health for men is starting to be taken more seriously?
Um, I I think I'm not sure honestly, like, because I see a lot of crazy stuff on I still see a lot of crazy stuff on Twitter about like things people say regarding it,
Like what?
and like it'll be stuff like I don't know, like a dude talks about like an experience he had or whatever, and then I'll see comments being like, "Oh, like you're being certain words that I'm not gonna say,"
Mm,
but like
Mm,
I
I
got you.
just personally feel like we're all human regardless. Like whether people want to show it, what affects one person is gonna affect the other. So like people expect men to go through certain things and just like it not affect them. Like they might not show it, but it's doing something to them like
Yeah, it's
deep
doing
in
damage on the
mm-hmm.
inside.
yeah. So like I just always really I don't know why. I don't know. I just found it very ridiculous how like people just think like it doesn't exist as a whole cuz I've been through stuff like bullying in school and all of that. I know
Mhm.
how that's made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
I I just don't I don't know, like maybe I don't it's like a I think about often if it's people have gone through it and they're just projecting onto others what gets said to them or if they like haven't gone through certain things and they really have it in their head like this is what I go through is what it's like for everybody. But like
Mm,
that's not the case.
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I just feel like as men, I feel like we just gotta take it regardless. Cause we man, we can't show no emotions, we can't cry, we can't do this, that, and the third. And it's hard. Very hard. Cause that's how society is. Like, as men, we supposed to just take everything to the chin. I'm like, yeah, that's not the
And that's
case.
not the case.
That's not the
That's
case
why
at
I
Yeah.
all.
think like you guys need to take time. Like I know as people do it, but I think like more men need to take time to like uplift those types of situations. Like
Yeah.
even like something small, like um when we spoke on that essay, right? It was like
Mm-hmm.
somebody just speaking on it and supporting him in that moment opens the door for more people to do the same thing. And it's like if men don't uplift each other and encourage each other to be more vulnerable or to take more time and energy towards
Mhm.
their mental health, it's going to be harder for the rest of the world to accept it because as
Yeah.
a woman, we are taught that there's this certain image of men, like there are certain things that they do, certain things that they don't do, and
Mhm.
grow and getting older and being more mature is realizing that men are just humans still. Like things
Yeah.
hurt them, things are negative towards them. They can be they can cry, they can have emotions, they can have a full range of emotion that doesn't only include anger. So it's
Mhm.
like if men are going to become their full spectrum selves, they have to kind of do it as a group. Like you guys aren't going to be able to just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm one man. I care about my mental health," and because other men are going to be like, "Fuck your mental health."
Damn.
Yeah.
Like it's going to take a group. Like y'all have to be like a mental health army, damn near, to even get people to wake up and realize what's happening. And it's sad and it's unfortunate, but it's like think about it like women's suffrage. Like women had to gang up and be like, look, bro, we can vote. Like, what the fuck? It has to take people
Mm-hmm.
to be supportive and push towards that. And it's
Yeah.
sad
True.
that y'all even have to do that, honestly. But
It really is. Yeah.
Very sad
Yeah.
indeed. And social
I
media.
remember I don't know, like me, I'm a huge Logic fan. I know like that's a controversial thing. I know people like to get on him, but I remember back in like 2017 when he came out with he had two songs on the album about mental health, but I just knew like I knew what was about to happen when like he
Yeah.
had the song 1-800 and everybody was
Oh,
killing him for it.
who?
Mhm.
And
Oh,
I was
Logic.
like, yeah, everybody was killing him for it. And I was like, I felt not to sound like a certain way, but like with that song, I felt seen. I've been there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
And
That's why I enjoyed the song so much.
yeah, but like to hear people like really kind of like going at him for that and then like in all honesty, I personally feel like all the hate he's gotten from that point to now, like everything else has been like basically an excuse to kind of like hate on that, but not kind of sound basically ignorant
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm.
regardless whether or not people want to acknowledge it, like we all, it might not be to that extent, but we all have like certain feelings in terms of like whether it's depression or anxiety or anything to that effect. Like we all like experience it to some degree at one point or another, but I feel like as people, everybody likes to just kind of be like, I can't talk about this, so you can't either.
Mhm.
Crazy world we live in, yo. Cool world we live in. You know, especially for us men, man. Especially
Yeah.
for us. So, how do you feel like impacted you as a streamer though? Mental health.
Um, on one hand, it's an outlet. I love it. Like I said earlier, when I'm not streaming, when I'm not making videos, I'm already thinking about other things I can be doing. But at the same time, like when you post something, you're really excited about it. You're like you're like I really did something here. Like I enjoyed doing this, and then somebody you see that one comment. Like when you genuinely enjoy what you're doing, that comment actually gets to you versus like you just putting out some bullshit and somebody not liking. You're like, well, I don't care. I didn't put any effort into it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when you're especially streaming when you're like when you're playing or whatever and then you look over at your chat and you see like you'll see like and usually the comments will be either neutral or good for the most part, but you'll see that one or two comments that are like really negative, and then like you're sitting there thinking like this just made me feel this way, but like I have all these people watching, and how am I supposed to kind of like
Say something in the
how am I
situation
supposed
Mhm.
yeah, how am I supposed to handle this situation? Because like
without going
I'm
off.
not trying to, yeah, I'm not trying to crash out on stream, but like obviously, like I don't want to kill the vibe either of my own stream because some idiot just decided to like stop into my stream who doesn't even like follow, leave a hate comment and leave. Like for the most part, when it comes to like bad comments and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
when people show love, I always show love back. I always like respond or whatever the case may be. But if somebody says something negative, like I don't give it attention because like I know like people get off on that. They love like getting that reaction out of you. And
Mm-hmm.
like one, I don't want to encourage it, and I don't want to give them that.
Once you give them
Mm.
that, you lost. You lost. Once you give them that shit,
Yeah,
you lost. You know, people
yeah,
say
because
some.
they're just gonna keep going.
Because I had some streamers that come to my stream saying some slick shit. There be times where I want to say some shit back, but I'm like, you know what? Let me control myself.
Right. Like
Let
when
me
you
compose
want composure,
myself.
just hit that delete message and bam.
Or I just don't bother. I just don't be saying shit. I just don't bother it. Just because I don't say shit,
Yeah,
just because I don't say shit, doesn't mean like I gotta take it. It's just like nigga, I don't give a fuck what you have to say about my.
No, it's like you're coming into my territory where I have power. So
Exactly. I could basically do whatever I want on my channel. Like
you
if I
need to
want
be
to ban
slick
you,
with
I
your
can ban
mouth
you.
yeah,
with these chances going up because I would just hit that ban button real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it be them first time chatters too. That'd be my problem. Like they
exactly.
be coming in like they know you're trying to tell you how to run your shit, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
goodbye.
Or
Your first and last visit.
or or it'll be some people that come to your stream from time to time, and some of them feel like so comfortable they can say some shit to you. Could they so comfortable come to your streams every time you go live? At some point, like there's certain things you could tolerate, and there's some shit you just can't tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how long you knew the person for, I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
Like I
It's
know
good to have boundaries.
exactly. I have boundaries. Like I know there's certain shit I can say to people. There's certain shit I don't say to people at all, regardless of how long I do the person. You just gotta know.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
sometimes you think you could say something and one day it just changes, like, and then they flip out on you, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I said this before, and what gives?
Yeah, people think like especially like you said, first time chatters come in here saying some shit. They feel like they have no boundaries. But when it comes to like returning chats, like people that come to your
Yeah,
stream,
like your regulars and
yeah, like
stuff.
regular
Yeah.
stuff like that, they feel like they don't need no boundaries. You know what I'm saying? At some point, new or people that are recurring, there gotta be some type of boundary. I don't give a damn who you are. If I knew you for years, 6 months, fucking 5 years, there could be some type of boundary. And I would
And
cut
you would
my fuck
think
out
like
real
if
quick.
somebody.
Hmm?
Oh wait, what'd you say?
No. What you was gonna say? I was saying nothing. What you was
I
gonna
was
say?
just saying, like, and you would think too, like, if it's somebody who's like constantly coming in your streams and supporting you, like, they wouldn't behave that way. But for some reason, like you said, like, people just get way too comfortable and just
Mm-hmm.
think just think like they can just do whatever they want. And it's like, no, just because I've known you for a while or you've been coming in here, I appreciate the support, but that doesn't give you a green light to just do whatever.
I'll cut motherfucker off real quick. I won't say shit. I won't say a goddamn thing. I'll look at the
Yeah, and
comment.
I think it's just kind of weird in general to get to that point. Like, you come in here, you see what the vibes are. Like, you see how I interact with people, you see how they interact with me. So you know what it looks like when it's positive. It's if you've been seeing the positivity consistently, why do you want to be negative? Why is it that you are watching the positivity and you're going out your way not to be negative? Like, what is the reason for that? You didn't have to do that at all. It's such a weird dynamic.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It really
just
is.
be normal. Like be a person that have some decorum. Like
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
and especially if it's a regular, like it's not even sometimes it's not even what you say, it's just the context or the meaning behind it. Especially when you've known somebody for so long, you can tell when it's meant to be a joke or when it's kind of something opposite, or you could tell when something's off. It's like, yo, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So you can definitely tell if it's a regular, but if it's the first time chatting, you don't know who the hell they are. Bye-bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So let me see. Oh, all right. Got a question for you. So what advice would you give to someone who's going through a rough time right now?
I would just say, I would just say, do things you love, do things that make you happy. Um, Keep in mind that it doesn't seem like it. It's something that I've been trying to keep in mind myself, but like it's not gonna last forever. And try and like try and lean on your loved ones, but like make sure it's also the right people, because
Have you on the right people?
yeah, because sometimes like you'll learn that like people who you thought like rocked with you don't really rock with you that way when like it hits the fan basically.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to, I think it just it's a learning process for sure. Everything in regards to mental health, we've I think a lot of things have been passed down generation to generation to generation, and it's not gonna basically be fixed. Or if you've gone through things yourself, you're not going to like just get over it in a day, no matter how many times people might tell you get over it, or just kind of man up and deal with it. Like that's not how it goes. You do have to allow yourself time. You're not gonna Nobody's perfect, so like things like that, like there's no perfect way of like navigating it, but I think the effort is what counts.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're trying to like get yourself back to a better place, you're doing what you know is good for you. I think that's the best thing you can really do. But like I said, it's a process. It's not gonna all happen at once, and you just have to you just have to try your best. And some days are going to be better than others, but the moment you give up is the time that is the only time you'll really fail at it.
Yeah. When I say heavy on the you said heavy, but you say family, right? Rely heavy on your family, right? Some shit like that.
I said loved ones in
Oh,
general.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it could be friends or family.
yeah. That's I said heavy on that those type of things because you don't want to tell everybody your business now, family, friends, your loved ones, whoever. Because as soon as that shit goes left, they'll try to use that shit against you.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I had those moments before. I definitely had those moments before on stream. I said some things, personal things about myself, and I had somebody use that shit against me at one point. I'm like, damn, was that serious? But okay, it is what it is. You just there's certain shit you just can't tell people, regardless of how long you knew the person, friends, family, whatever, because motherfuckers use that shit against you when shit goes left.
Yeah. One thing that I learned too when it comes to things like that is that, especially like when I was younger, like a teenager, even a kid, like I really thought like everybody's intentions were the same as mine.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's gonna everybody's gonna treat you the way you would treat them.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned like very quickly like that's not the case. Like,
Yeah.
matter of fact, like people want to take advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and not everybody obviously, but like it's just I've learned to be less naive and watch out for things like that and be more
Mm-hmm.
cautious when it comes to like interacting with people, and like you said, telling people things, trusting people.
Mm-hmm.
I just like as I've grown up, I've just learned like not everybody's your friend. Like I'm sure we've all heard that growing up,
Yeah.
and you would kind of just be like me, I'd kind of just be like, but why not? But like as I'm older, I'm kind of like, no, it's true. Everybody's not your friend.
They not.
Yeah.
They not.
Mhm.
No matter how long you knew the person, man, they'll use that shit
Yeah,
against you with the quickness. Bro, no remorse either. Cause there's some despiteful ass people in this world, yo. And it be your family and your friends. More of your family though than friends. But
Yes,
yeah,
your
and that's
blood will do you
surprising.
the worst. Your own blood will do you the worst.
mm-hmm. Think friends are just do people think friends are the worst? Nah, it's your family members. It's your
Yeah.
family members. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, cause your family is like not like necessarily like they owe you, but if there's anybody that owes you loyalty, if there's anybody that should give you that kind of backup or to not be like malicious towards you, it's your family. Like
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
didn't choose to be family. We're family by blood through circumstance, through us getting here against our will, literally. Like
Yeah.
there's no reason for you to be another op in my life when
Exactly.
I'm stuck with you. Like, yeah, I can remove you, but in certain situations and certain times, you can't. Like, you're growing up.
Mm-hmm.
How is your mom your op? Like, bro, I didn't want to be here. That doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like you forced me here.
Exactly.
Literally. I didn't ask for this.
Literally ripped me from wherever I was and brought me here. And now you want to be my op. Like, what is happening?
Shit weird out here, man. It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they feel like you obligated for them. You obligated for something. I'm like, I'm not obligated to do shit to a certain degree. You know?
Yeah, it's like if I do have an obligation, you have obligations to me as well. It's not
Exactly.
one sided.
It's literally tit for tat.
It was both ways now. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, you just gotta be careful who you tell certain things to people, bro, because people love to use that shit to use like to use that shit to you on you when shit goes left, like I said before. It's bound to happen. But you gotta be real careful. real careful.
Yeah, really.
That's why I have a small circle. Because I don't like having too many people within my circle. Because when you have too many people within your circle, you never know who's gonna talk
It's
shit
just more
about you.
problems.
Cause more
Yeah.
problems. And, now people like to talk behind your back too. And that's another
Which
thing.
I always like throughout my life too. And I've learned like, because people would say like I'm confrontational, but like for me, like I don't, I don't ever mean it that way. But like if there's an issue, I'll ask like, what's going on? Like I see this is happening, or this was said, and like what's going on? And then like it'll be like, oh, why are you making a big deal out of this or anything? But it's like, no, like I'm asking you, so I don't have to hear it from anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it seems that your name is a common denominator, and this was brought upon me, so I wanted to ask you personally, respectfully, what's up?
Exactly.
Crazy cold
And if
world.
you're getting defensive about it and questioning me for questioning you and coming to you as an individual, that means it's true. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to this Twitch shit too, streaming world too. Everybody knows everybody somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too.
Small world.
Especially with this whole streaming shit too. Either it's on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, shit is very small.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah, even
very
with that,
like say it to your face person. Like if I say it behind your back, I can say that shit to your face too. Like I don't know. I just believe I'm a firm believer in not saying things about people that you're not willing to say
In
directly to
person,
them.
exactly.
If you're not gonna say it to them, you shouldn't say it at all. Because if you say it and they check you on it, are you gonna bitch out or are you gonna stand on your shit? And if that was the case, you should have just said it to them to begin with instead of
exactly.
going through the trouble and the hassle of somebody that he said she said business. And it's like I never
Mhm.
want to say something, and even if it's not like malicious intent, I never want to say something and then somebody go tell something or whatever, and I can't say, "Oh, I said, yeah, that's exactly what I said." And if you took it like this, it wasn't meant like this, but this is how like it have a discourse about it. It's
Mm-hmm.
like if you can't do that, it's like our communication is so bad with people,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
and it's so unnecessary because it's a lot of ways to avoid that kind of shit. Say what you mean and say it directly to the person. Or if you do say it and they confront you about it, then stand 10 toes on it.
Stand on
Don't just be like,
business.
oh, I didn't say that,
Mhm.
or who told you that. No, that none of that matters. You said it, so you should be able to own up to it.
Yeah, or even when someone decides to go run tell that and misinterpret what you say or tweak words out and then you get confronted about it, it's like, no, that's not exactly what I said. Let me tell you what I said and what I meant. Boom,
Right.
let it out.
Mm-hmm. Everybody talk.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody talk good as a bitch online, but when it comes to real life type of situation, niggas bitch out real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody could talk good as a bitch online though. Let's be honest here. But when it comes to like actually in real life interaction shit, are you really about that business or are you gonna bitch out? It's gotta be one of the two.
And that's why I don't do that. I'm not doing no online jaw jacking because I'm a pull up person.
Mhm.
I'll pull up. So I'm not gonna do something or create a situation for myself where I feel like I need to now pull up on you because that's how I deal with conflict. I'm not doing the on the phone. I'm not doing the internet typing. Like I'm going
Mhm.
to come to you, and either you're going to have a mature conversation or you're not going to like the outcome. Like I'm just that type of person. So I really do my best to avoid those types of situations because
Mhm.
I know myself and I know where it can go. So I'm
Mhm.
not gonna even if it's something I gotta say negative, more than likely, I'm just keep that shit to myself because I don't
Yeah.
even want you to feel like you gotta pull up on me because of what I said. Like I'm not even doing that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like at that point, it's just done. We just not gonna connect. We're just
Mhm.
gonna be distant.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it at that. That's just
Yeah, just keep it
better
moving.
for both of us. Better for both parties.
Keep that shit moving.
Exactly.
All right, so my final question to you, Amir, can you share with us any upcoming collaborations, projects, or events?
Um, Collaborations, not specifically, but like I said, I'm really excited about the Prestige Master video on COD Zombies, and I'm excited to do the Skyrim speedrun playthrough that I've been because like these are things like I grew up watching these types of videos, and it just makes me happy to like kind of do my own version of them.
Mm-hmm.
So like those are some things that I'm very excited about. I plan on uploading those on my channel. Like I'll just I'm not gonna put a specific timestamp on it because I'm not sure like when specifically I can get to it. But like I'll be updating on Twitter to when I'm gonna upload it and everything.
Oh, okay. So that's one of your projects right there, right? You just talking about one of your
Yep.
projects. No events. Just like type of shit that you just like. I'll just think about it.
Yeah. No. Not necessarily.
All right,
It's
then.
just for the most part I've just been thinking about like a lot of different projects and content ideas that I really want to do.
Okay. All right, then. Well, Amir, thank you for coming through on this podcast. Appreciate taking the time today to talk to us and having a dope conversation. We went from gaming to streaming to social media, fucking porn, and all that type of shit. So we had a good
All over the spectrum, literally.
all over the place. But appreciate you stopping by, Amir, man.
Of course, I just want to say though, because I've told you before, like I've been like I'm a fan of this podcast. I love podcasts in general. So when I heard you guys were doing a podcast, like I definitely had to tune in. and what you guys are doing is amazing, and I genuinely love it. So I it means a lot to me for you to have me on,
Mhm.
and I'm excited to see how much you guys grow this thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's so
I appreciate
Right.
that. Thank you,
nice.
Amir. Well,
No problem.
all right, man. I hope you have a good day and all that. All right.
Thank you. You too.
All right, man. Peace.
See you later.